Hey guys, it's me Holly, and I'm here to do a video about 5 tips for transitioners and people that are newly natural. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And if you see me looking down, I'm just looking at my notes on my phone. So yeah, basically, number 1, my tip is, begin to take the steps to take care of your hair. Whether that be deep conditioning, just being extra gentle with your hair. And just taking those extra steps to make sure that your growth journey is starting off good, So basically for transitioners, I would say, deep condition, how much you want to. I would say either once a week, or if you're not, able to do it that often, every other week. For people that are newly natural, I feel like, once a week is okay, because if you're newly natural and you haven't transitioned, you really don't have too much hair to have to, dig through. If your hair was down here, it would be much harder to deep condition and it would be a longer process. But, I don't think it's too much to say, start deep conditioning once a week and getting into the habit of doing things like that. So, yeah, I think that's good for just being gentle with your hair. And, when you're handling your hair, don't rip through it. If you're detangling your hair when you're transitioning, please just make sure that you are being so gentle with your hair. Where your relaxed hair meets your natural hair, that's the fragile point of your hair strands. So you really do need to make sure you're being gentle with that so it doesn't snap and create breakage, because you don't want that. And also, if you're newly natural, still be gentle with your hair. Your hair is still at a very delicate moment. Of course, it's not as delicate as transitioning hair, but still you want to make sure you're starting out right and getting into good habits with your hair. But yeah, tip 2, if you're transitioning, use the same products that you've been using before you started transitioning, which you still want to get in the mindset of becoming natural, but you don't want to forget, how you got there. Say for instance, natural hair loves water. That's just a known thing. But if you start putting water on transitioning hair constantly, the line of demarcation in your hair is gonna get weak. The water on strands of hair that isn't natural, it creates, it makes it really breakable. But it makes it become more breakable, and it leaves that hair vulnerable to snap. So you just want to continue using the products that you've been using while you were already relaxed. That way you'll have a good transition and your hair won't be so, in shock from you just giving it all this water and making the strand, get bigger. So you don't want to do that. Okay, number 3, you want to begin your research. For newly naturals, I'll start with y'all. Just don't become a product junkie. I did become a product junkie. But, just search out there. The web is a big place to look for different, information. It's a lot of things that you can find on natural hair blogs. Just searching in Google. YouTube is a great place to, search for different types of things that you're looking for with hair. I know if I still have questions about natural hair, I'll just type in Google whatever my question is, and just look through all of the forums that are going on. And with transitioning hair, begin your research starting to find out how natural hair works, so when you do become fully natural, it's not like you'll be lost and know nothing about natural hair at all, and you're still in the mind state of relaxed hair. Because I know when a lot of people do come to me asking about, what should I do to become natural? One thing that they don't know is, natural hair loves water. It's been instilled in people so much. When you get your hair relaxed, everyone's just like, oh no, water, no rain, don't touch my hair with that water unless it's wash day. And that's just normal. That's it's how people start thinking. You don't really know that natural hair, it loves water. That's what it thrives for. It helps it stay moisturized, and that's a really big thing for natural hair. It's a big key. So you definitely do want to do your research just so you won't be in the dark. It's better to know something than nothing at all. Okay, number 4, you don't believe that your hair type is going to be the same as the next person. Okay, so I fell victim of this when I was becoming natural. to begin with. I thought my hair was going to be really spirally, you know, grow downward. Just, you know, the stigma for what, you know, a curly girl, like a girl with curly hair is supposed to be. I fell victim of that. I didn't know there were, you know, different hair patterns. I didn't really feed into the, what is it, the hair typing. Like, I never looked at any of that stuff. I just disregarded that. But, you know, it's really important to just look at many different types of hair textures. There's, you know, as you know, 1, 2, 3, and 4, A, B, and C, all of that stuff. I still really don't know what hair type I am right now. But, you know, it's just good to see different types of patterns that your hair could come out to be, so you won't be in the dark. I know I believed my hair was going to be like my sister's. I mean, she is my sister, so why wouldn't we have the same pattern? But her hair grows downward and it's more spirally, whereas my hair is spirally in some places, but it's still kinky in other places, and it grows out instead of down. So yeah, it's just, you know, just don't be in the dark. Know that there are different hair patterns and they're all beautiful. Just like myself, I know for one, I really love really kinky coily hair, like that 4C hair, because they can do things to their hair that I can't do to mine. But I still, at the end of the day, I do appreciate my own hair. So yeah. And last but not least, number 5, you guys, just be patient. That's the most important out of all of these, I feel like, honestly. Because if you're not patient, you're going to, you know, chop your hair off when you're not ready. And don't do that either. Wait until you're ready. Don't let anyone force you to cut your hair when you aren't ready, because you will be sad about it. But yeah, just be patient. Your hair is going to grow, but it's not going to grow overnight. That's just not going to happen, baby. I'm sorry. But it takes time. Me, myself, I even still, you know, wish my hair would just go ahead and, you know, I'd wake up in the morning and my hair be down my back. But that's not the case. You have to work towards that. Just keep your hair healthy, and, you know, that should be the goal. The goal should be working towards healthy hair. Because honestly, at the end of the day, if your hair isn't healthy, it's going to start, instead of growing, it's going to start getting shorter. You want to focus on the health of your hair. And, you know, just enjoy your journey, because once you're past that stage, it's really hard to go back unless you're just brave enough to start over and cut it again. Because I do know I do miss my TWA days. Those were the easiest. At that time, I thought they were the hardest, but they were the easiest. And I'm pretty sure everyone that's getting, you know, longer natural hair will definitely agree. But alright, y'all, that's all the tips I have for now. And I hope y'all have a blessed, wonderful day. Bye.